Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the first video of the WPF Cookbook, a series of short, practical lessons to help you understand WPF one concept at a time. In today's video, we'll look at what happens when you put a custom class inside a WPF control like a label, and why it ends up showing just the class name instead of a readable text. Let's jump right into Visual Studio. I have the Visual Studio open on my screen. Let's go ahead and create a new WPF application. I name the project WPF Cookbook Demo. Then select Next and choose .NET 8.0 as my framework. Then click Create. Let me minimize the designer so we can focus on the code and the XAML. Let's start by adding a simple class called person to the project. I'll update the class to public and add a few properties to it. The first one will be the name, second one will be age, and the last property will be phone number. I'll go back to the main window.xaml and update the grid so that it has horizontal alignment and vertical alignment to be centered. Next, I'll add a label inside the grid and specify the font size of the label to be 21. You may notice that we have an XML namespace called local that maps to a C# namespace WPF Cookbook Demo. We can use that to create a person object directly inside the label. We can specify the name, age, and phone number. Let's now run the app. When you run the application, notice that the label doesn't show any person name or info. It just displays WPF Cookbook Demo.person. That is because WPF doesn't know how to render a custom object by default. Here is how WPF decides what to show when it needs to render an object. First, if there is a data template defined for that type, it uses that template. If not, it calls object-to-string method. And if that's not overridden, then it's fall back to the default toString from the base object class. Let's close the application and start overriding the toString method inside our person class. Now let's run the application again. This time, the label displays exactly what we want. So, overriding toString method is a great for quick readable summaries of your data, especially in labels, list boxes, or debug output. In the upcoming WPF Cookbook videos, I'll show you how to make your custom object look clean and professional in the UI by using data template. If you like the video, please consider to like and subscribe. I'll be seeing you in the next one.